Major Slack Videos.
Well, yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Elden Ring. An important part of improving our weapons is using the smithing table, and for the smithing table requires smithing stones, and we only have one smithing stone in our position right now. We can get a whole bunch more smithing stones at a location called Limgrave Tunnels, which is right here. That's the church. This is the Gatefront Ruins soldier camp that we just took down, and this is Limgrave Tunnels. Let's just put a marker there right now. In Limgrave Tunnels, there's upwards of 9 or 10 smithing stones. We're gonna go get them. In Limgrave Tunnels, there are miners, rats, zombies, and the Stonedigger troll boss. The miners are resistant to pierce and slashing damage, so our swords are gonna perform very poorly. This sword's gonna perform very poorly. You can't just sneak up behind him and do a sneak attack stabby thing, because it's not going to work. It'll probably take off about half their damage, and then you're going to be stuck with them all on your ass, using their flamethrowers, throwing fire bombs at you, throwing rocks at you. It's absolute hell. This is not an option. What is better is to use the flail, okay? But the flail requires 18 dexterity to get full damage out of it. Right now, if we try to use it, we're only going to get here, if you subtract, see what is 109 base damage minus the 43 damage penalty, comes out to 66. Actually, the game configures it at 65 for some reason. Maybe it rounds down, but yes, you're only going to be doing 66 damage, which is not nearly enough to get the job done. So we want to level up dexterity to 18. That's priority number 1. Right now we have dexterity of 15. So we're going to spend all our leveling up on dexterity. Now, if you've been following this walkthrough, you just finished taking down the tree sentinel, and you should have around 4,200 runes. I have 4,291. If I try to level up 3 times, I come up just short of the next level. We need 51 runes to get 1 more level. Now, what I like to do in this situation is just simply sell off some roa fruit. Roa fruit is really abundant. It's all over. So just go off over here to the merchant.
Wait, weren't you? Well, you're back.
Sell. Go here to crafting materials and roa fruit. We've been collecting this all over the place. There's tons of it. Sell off just enough to have enough to level up. Why Slack? Because you want as little money in your inventory as possible, because we're going to do the boss fight right away. Alright? And
goodbye.
The advantage here is, let me just level up first. And let me just, for demonstrational purposes, put the flail in slot number 3. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Level up. Go down to dexterity. Here's our flail. Our armament 3, or right armament 3. As you can see, like I said, it's only doing 65 damage because we're taking a penalty because we don't have enough dexterity. So let's push up dexterity to 18, and look what happens. The damage is now 127, so it's doing full damage now. So let's do it to it, and we now have a fully functional flail. The flail kicks ass. Regular attack, strong attack, and my favorite, the charge attack, which instantly kills all miners. Okay, hold down the strong attack button. Whammo. Instantly kills all miners. If you get up behind him and go into sneak mode, get up right behind him. Whammo. Alright, and then call that the whammo attack. Alright, so we only have 9 runes in our inventory. That's perfect for taking on the Stonedigger troll boss fight. We can speed run through Limgrave Tunnels to get all the way to the boss. I'm going to show you how to do that for now. When I configure flask for the boss fight, put it 2 and 2. Alright? 2 in health, 2 in magic juice. And for equipment, we're going to be using the glintstone staff pretty much exclusively on the Stonedigger trolls. So take that out. Just for safety purposes, put on the Lordsworn's Greatsword in the 2nd slot. Don't forget that if you're going to equip that, you have to hold it in 2 hands. Hold down the action button and hit the attack button. Wrong one, Slack. Right? But don't worry about that because we're going to be using mostly the glintstone staff. Pretty much primarily the glintstone staff. And other equipment setups. Take all these guys out. In the first slot, put your wolves. In the second slot, put the blue flask. In the third slot, put the red flask. Okay? Doggies, blue, red. Alright? Everybody on the same page? Let's go get him. Bring up your sights of grace, and we're going to go to Agil Lake North, which is just east of the Gatefront Ruins soldier camp we just took down. From here, bring up your horse. They collect some royal fruit there. Turn to the south, see that big golden tree there? Kind of veer off to the left a little bit. You're gonna find a couple more royal fruit here. And go over to these bushes over here and you'll find 2 more royal fruit there. So that almost replaces all the royal fruit that you just spent to get some chump change to level up. And this earthly flower will finish off the job. Down here, this is a safe jump. There is Limgrave tunnels right down there. Once we get down there, there's a big crab monster that's going to pop up. We're going to leave him alone because if you kill him, it's going to reward you with 300 runes, and you don't want that. You want your runes inventory as empty as possible, alright? So jump down here. It's a safe jump, no problem. And just run straight in here. It's random whether that crab monster pops up or not. Okay, and the game is going to pop us off our horse, and in we go. Take the first elevator down. Halfway down, there's a secret tunnel off to the left. Okay, so you're going to position yourself on this corner. Watch for the secret tunnel and jump off and go into the secret tunnel and get some big goodies. Alright, so here we go. Go out to the left, wait for it, get ready to jump off right now. Go all the way to the end here and get a level 4 golden rune. Okay, don't cash it in, that's worth 1200 runes. Okay, just leave it in your inventory, don't cash it in. So like I said, we want to go in as empty-handed as possible. Bring up your torch. Okay, now the elevator is at the bottom, so you're going to have to clamber our way down manually. Go off to the left here, and you see a ledge there with a candle on it. Okay, you're going to have to jump over this gap, okay, to make sure you don't fall all the way to the bottom, because that will kill you. Okay, so jump. And here you can just drop down. And here you can just drop down. There we go. And discover this site of grace here. Alright, we don't need the torch. Let's get rid of that. Glintstone staff. And they're going to show you now how to speedrun to the Stonedigger troll boss fight. Straight down here. Veer off to the right. Drop down here. And straight down this tunnel here. This elevator has 2 stops. The first stop is directly behind you, and the second stop is all the way at the bottom dead ahead. We're going to get off at the first stop. So take the elevator, turn around, and get ready to jump off at the first stop. Turn around, get ready to jump off. Jump. There you go. Alright, down this tunnel there's going to be a fork. Left fork and right fork. We're going to take the left fork to another elevator and take that elevator immediately down. Straight down here. Take the left fork. Straight past this guy, don't worry about it. He's too slow to hit you. And take this elevator all the way down. Sometimes they follow you and even like try to jump down, which eventually like inevitably kills them. They basically commit suicide. This will probably happen. Nope, not this time. Anyways, if they do that, see, he's doing something up there. If they do that, you get money for it, because even if you don't kill them, if they kill themselves, you get money for it. Anyways, it didn't happen this time, and I know there's two secrets up there. There's a secret up there, and there's another secret up there. We're going to get them later. Right? For now, we're going to focus on the boss fight, which is in that arena right dead ahead. Oh yeah, and one more thing. You want to send the elevator back up. Okay, so go on the pressure plate, send it back up. Why, Slack? Because if you die, and you have to do it over again, the elevator will be there ready for you to take down. Otherwise, you're going to have to clamber your way down manually. And that's going to be a little difficult with the guys on your ass. Alright? Done that? Next. Just so you don't forget, go off to the right here and get this smithing stone. And now, with no runes in our inventory, we're going to take on the Stonedigger Troll boss fight. He's right in there. Now, he's got a club or a mallet or whatever, and he's just hellacious. He's got this 5-hit combo, which he just flails about, stamps all over the place, or smashes all over the place. It's absolute hell. He is susceptible to the magic glint blade, though, and we're going to use the lone wolf ashes to help us out. The best thing to do is, if you're in trouble, run directly at him. Don't try to run around to the side and get far enough away from him. That's not going to work. Instead, run directly at him, and if possible, in between his legs and straight through to the other side. This will completely mix him up and re-engage him with the wolves if he comes at you instead of the wolves. Okay? So whenever you're in trouble, run directly at him. And as we're using the magic glint blade, it's going to use up our stamina. So we're going to get 4 shots out of our magic glint blade, and then we're going to have to wait for our stamina bar to recharge. It recharges fairly quickly, but you're going to have to wait. And here's the procedure. What we're going to do is we're going to open the door. Do not move as soon as you open the door. Just stay right back. Open the door, release the hounds, switch over to this flask of cerulean tears, recharge, and then wait and see what happens. If he engages the wolves, cast out 4 magic glint blades. If he doesn't engage the wolves and comes straight at you, do like I said, run straight at him, in between his legs, straight over to the other side, and that will engage the wolves. Now you're over the other side, he's engaging the wolves. Now you cast out your 4 magic glint blades, and then wait and see what happens. It'll do a lot of damage, and one of 2 things will happen. The same thing. Either he'll get pissed off and come directly at you, or he'll continue to re-engage the wolves. If he engages the wolves, your stamina recharges. Flask of cerulean tears, refill, cast out 4 magic glint blades, and he's dead. If he doesn't re-engage the wolves and he comes straight at you, do the same thing. Run straight at him, in between his legs, all the way to the other side, turn around, and 4 magic glint blades, and Bob's your uncle. Did you get all that? It's going to be a pop quiz right now. Let's go do it. Open. Release the hounds. Switch over. Refill. Wait to see what he does. He engages. 4 magic glint blades. Wait to see what he does. He's still engaged. More glint blades. He's coming at us. Run straight through, in between his legs, all the way to the other side. Turn around. Target. More glint blades. And there you go. No damage. Stonedigger boss fight. Pretty much works every time. Occasionally, you may get stomped on as you're running through. Like, let's say his legs are like kind of like closed. That way you can't go in between his legs, so you're gonna have to tuck around the right or the left side. Occasionally he'll get in a stomp when doing that, but don't worry, it won't kill you. Just take off half your health, and he's pretty slow. Either way, you're going to be on the other side behind his back. Go all the way to the other side, refill your health, and then go at him with the glint blades again. And Bob's your uncle. So there you go. No damage. Stonedigger troll boss fight. This rewards you with this roar medallion, which we're actually going to put to good use. Let's hook that up right now. I'm not going to do us any good now, but in the next video I'm going to show you how to put that to good use. For now, that's it. We got 1,800 bucks for that, and we got this special magic return to entrance thingy. Let's use that and go back to the entrance, which typically respawns all the enemies, but we didn't kill any enemies, so it doesn't matter. What it doesn't do is it doesn't respawn the boss. So he's dead no matter what. And let's take the elevator back down. And let's go whack all the miners and get a whole bunch of smithing stones. Recharge our flasks by resting, and we're going to reconfigure them. We're going to put it 1 and 3. 1 health, 3 blue. Okay. For equipment, you want the glintstone staff and the flail. Start out with the flail, and I'm going to show you how to do a beautiful little run. Pardon me, burping my coffee here. To take down all these guys, no problem. First miner is right here. In sneak mode, lock on, get right behind him, hold down the strong attack button, instant kill. Grab a smithing stone. 2 more guys here, a foreman and a worker. Obviously the foreman is standing up just watching as usual. Leave those guys alone. You don't want to go down there because the foreman is going to spot you. Instead, drop down here. Immediately go into sneak mode. And this guy here is easy to miss, so make sure you don't walk by him. Target. Charge attack. Back into sneak mode. Over here. Ignore those guys up there. Go to this guy here. Target. Up close. Charge attack. Grab his smithing stone. Next, we're going to go after these 2 guys. Back into sneak mode. Go up the ramp. Stick to the left side. Stick to the left side. Up here. Slide over here like this. Target this guy. Charge attack. Whammo frisbee. Rinse and repeat. Grab the smithing stone there. Now, before we take the elevator down to deal with some more miners, let's go down this little dead end here where there are 3 rats. Switch over to your magic glint blade. It's dark and you can't see them, but if you creep forward and repeatedly tap your lock on button, you're going to grab them. So here we grab one. Glint blade, back into sneak mode, back away. Instant kill. Rinse and repeat. Sneak forward. And if this happens, run away. We alerted them. And switch over to your flail. Back away. If they get really close, what you can do is hold down your skill button and do that, and they'll run into it. Let's see what happens. Switch over to the glint blade. There we go. Didn't get him, but he's coming at us. He's playing coy. This is unusual. Okay, that's one down. Looks like he gave up some runes. And ran out of magic juice. Got him. Right? So that's your contingency plan. Usually you can get away with doing 3 sneak glintstone attacks. And that's all 3. So you can hook up your torch and search the area. And there's always a smithing stone here. Right? And that's the rat cave clear. Next, let's get rid of the torch. We don't need that. All the way down here. bring the elevator back up. Alright, now there's 2 stops, remember. There's the first stop where you get off and you turn around, you go down there into the boss tunnel, or the boss elevator is down at the end. Let's go to all the way to the bottom this time first, so that the elevator will be there so we can take it back up. All the way to the bottom. Down this corridor, this tunnel, are 2 zombie dogs and 2 miners. There's a zombie dog right here. Glint blade, sneak, back away. See what happens. Should be an insta kill. Creep forward, look off to the right. Glint blade, sneak mode, back away, let it kill him. Alright, now next there's a zombie dog, like dead ahead of the prisoner's head. Like if you look at just above the prisoner's head, hiding behind this shack here. There's a zombie dog and a sleeping miner right close together. This is actually harder than the boss fight, I find. I find the bit is pretty random what happens. You can sometimes sneak out here and get them unaware, target them, and then blast them with a couple of glint blades, but that's not entirely reliable. I think it's more reliable to sneak out there, target them, and then use bone darts on the dog and just keep spamming bone darts until the dog is down, and then go after the miner. Right? So that's the plan that I'm going to go with this time. If it fails and they rush you, I think the best thing to do is just run away, because if it becomes a total clusterfuck if they both get on you at the same time. A third option, I'll explain the third option after. Let's see if I can, what's going to happen this time. There we go. Guy got me. Got him. Mr. Fumblefingers screwed up my perfect no damage run. Anyways, got him. That's pretty much textbook, except I meant to disengage the lock-on and roll away, but I forgot to disengage the lock-on and I didn't really roll away. Anyways, they're both dead. And there's a smithing stone there, and there's another smithing stone behind here. Don't miss it, okay? Okay, so that's all of them, I believe. Except for the secrets. And there's some glintstone scrap up here, if I recall correctly. Yep. And that's that. So, at this point, 8 smithing stone. There's two more. I think I'm missing one. Oh yeah, I know where it is. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Take that off. And now we're going to take the elevator up. And jump off at the first stop. Right here. Alright, and this we're going to use primarily the glintstone staff. Let's just heal up. And the flask, which is hooked up. Start off with the glintstone staff. Go down here. You see a guy dead ahead. Don't hit him just yet. You want to see what's going on his left and right. This guy walking down there, and there's another guy probably coming up here. When it's like that, it's safe to hit him. If this guy's coming up there like that, you don't want to hit him right away, because he's going to see and he's going to come at you, and he's probably got a lantern, if I recall correctly. Yeah, he's got a lantern, so that's a flamethrower. That's pretty deadly, and it's got a big range. So we're going to wait for him to creep back down. There he goes. Let's target him. Whoop. Catches me every time. And he's down. Here comes this guy, watch out. Get the smithing stone there. And there should be some glintstone scrap here. Alright, now let's just hang out here. Do a little recon, see what this guy's gonna do. There he is, he's creeping up. Let's just wait for it. Because there's another guy off to the left sleeping. You don't want to alert them both at the same time. He's going back, he's doubling back for his route. Could hit him now, but it's going to alert that guy, and then you're going to be like Mr. Fumblefingers trying to deal with them both at the same time. Let's just wait for him to go down to the bottom of his route, and then we're going to target not that guy. Not that guy. Cooperate, gang. That guy. Let him get all the way to the bottom. And let's hit him. Back away. Instant kill. Now let's target this guy. Instant kill. And let's save our magic juice and just do this guy in with the flail. Done and done. And that should be 10 smithing stones in your possession at this point. There we go, the slag holder, the slag holder. Alright, now, there are some secrets to get. This is the boss elevator, what I call the boss elevator. There's some secrets to get, as I pointed out. What you could do is smash these. Okay, bring up your torch. Okay, you're gonna look down. Carefully edge out and see the ledge there. And it drop down there. It's a safe drop, just drop right down. And then work your way around. Drop down here. What? Okay, yeah, you probably want to jump a little bit. Jump forward a little bit for that one. And get a golden rune, level 1 there. And you're going to drop down here. And this will be a somber smithing stone. Okay, and that's all the secrets. And then you can safely drop down here. That's it. That's the entire cave clear. Alright, so you should have about 3,000 runes. Plus a whole bunch of golden runes to cash in. Plus 10 smithing stones and a somber smithing stone. We can just use the teleport thingy to get back to the beginning. And we're done. There you go. No damage, Stonedigger, troll boss fight, and almost a no damage Limgrave tunnels. Mr. Fumblefinger screwed it up, but you get the idea. If you follow all my instructions, you're going to do it real easy. Do everything real easy. Alright, so thanks a lot for watching. And let's just go back to the church. I always like to regroup at the church. There you go. Thanks a lot for watching. And if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Post a comment, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, stuff like that there, and I'll see you next time for some more Elden Ring. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.